I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there.
Hi guys, welcome to the studio and welcome back to Creep on June. We are on day 4 today. Yep. This is the time now and I have just finished doing what I want to do with these. And I haven't even done today's yet. I haven't even watched today's video yet. But yeah, I'll watch that when I go up to bed. Okay, but I wanted to catch up with the daily makes because this year I am determined and I'm going to do a daily make. Even if I have to sit down like today and catch up and do, because I've done them all in one go today, but I will by the end of the month. Hopefully have caught up. Anyhow, so this was day 1, which was Tracie's envelope. She did it a little differently because she put a window in it and whatnot, and she used it as a bit of a shaker envelope for the little round tokens from the Dragons and Dracula. Is it Dracula and Dragons drafts? And the Vines and Ladders, sort of like Snakes and Ladders tokens, and she used them to go with her game. I've just made it into an envelope. I have popped that day's poem, so this is day 1. I've backed it with a little small background, the small background pieces. I've backed it with one of them and I've grunged it up. I've snipped it, torn it and whatnot. I didn't scrunch this one actually, I backed it onto black card, inked around obviously black, a lot of grunge, and I've just finished. I've spent all day on and off making these, and then I've just spent the last 3 hours sewing them. Yeah, but I wanted it to be good, so it is just a coin envelope basically. Yep, and I'm just using a gold paper clip to hold that together. So that's day 1. I'm happy with that. Day 2 took a bit. I was going to do the upside down tag like Johnny did, but my mind just wandered completely off, and this was supposed to be like a booklet, but then I thought, no, I made the tags into a booklet instead, but then I cut the top off because I kind of fluffed it a little bit. So I've put some mummy cloth that I got from our local Poundland 3 or 4 years ago. This was the Halloween one, so it's pink. It's already that colour when you buy it. It's proper cool. So I've laid that up under one of the hearts. I've put a fake bulldog clip on. That's a die cut that. I've put a fake bulldog clip on there, and I've attached an image of a witch in there, but also one of the original little photos and the word love. I have used a stamp. I don't even know where this stamp came from, but it's freaking awesome. To me it just looks like scruffy handwriting, so I thought, well, that's perfect. Yeah, so that was that. I was going to turn that into a little booklet. This was going to be a pocket, which it is, but it was going to be glued back to back. But then I thought, well, I'm going to lose all this prettiness on this, so because I was going to glue it to the journal when I'm done. So I just cut it in half and made another tag with that piece. But yeah, so I love how the pocket here, which you can see, lines up with this design perfectly. I have cut it just a tiny little bit short on the edges so that it were easy for gluing and things, because I've cut the tabs off. But yeah, so, and then I've again used a background, one of the small background pieces, and I use the orange one because there is quite a bit of orange in this one. and then put some more of that cloth underneath and cut out the poem for day 2. Did the same thing and cut around, like took chips out of it, inked it, and there we go. And then this then goes in the pocket. The reason for the heart and the woman is because of the poem on the front, which I'm no good at reading poetry, but I will read it. It says, "Fair river, in thy bright, clear flow, thou art an emblem of the glow, for in my heart, as in thy tiny stream, her image deeply lies." Yeah, that's rubbish. Not the poem, my reading of it, honestly. Also, it's past 10 o'clock. So, obviously, he's thinking of her somehow. Her image deeply lies in his heart. But yeah, so there's a representation of his heart, and this is about her. Now, for me, this is kind of like, this is what she used to look like, and then over the years or whatever, she's turned mystically, magically, whatever, she's turned into a witch, and that's what she's like now. Did a bit of just spritzing water on it to let it bleed, and then dried it, so it looks a bit rough. I did ink around the edge, but you can't really tell, and I just backed it with some music paper. I just thought maybe that could have been like a bit of the music paper from one of their favourite songs or something like that. And then, like I said, I found this awesome stamp in my collection. I've just recently been given a big bundle of stamps, so I just rooted through and I thought, oh, well, that looks cool. So yeah, I used that. But yeah, and then I used my little click stamps to dim little alphabet click stamps to put the word love, and there I had to do a zigzag stitch there because the machine had a dicky fit and tore the tag. But yeah, so that is that one for day 2. So there's the pocket, and then we've got an extra tag. That's day 2, and then this is day 3. I messed this up royally. Honestly, I couldn't have made it any worse if I'd have tried. I cut the window too far down and too big. Yeah, and then what I wanted to do with it didn't work, so I filled the gap with some music paper, and then I was just going to leave it as was with the music paper. And then I found this in my stamps as well, with this stack of books here, and then between the pages of a book is a wonderful place to be. I thought, well, how in keeping is that with the whole, Edgar Allan Poe's journal diary type thing. This is obviously the envelope for day 3. I've turned it into an envelope. As you can see, I've sewn around it. I've used one of the little images there as a stamp, like postage stamp, stamped over it with my postage stamp rubber stamps, and then used 666 and Condemned, because obviously we still want to keep the grungy theme, and then I've grunged it up, and then I've used the poem for day 3 to just pop on the inside of the envelope. These have all been printed onto just normal 8 GSM paper, so what I did where I didn't back this one, I just, chipped it with the scissors and then scrunched it with my fingers and then inked over it, and then, just popped it in the top of the envelope there like that. So that is day 3, and as I said, I'm going to bed because this is day 4's tag, and as I said, I haven't watched today's video yet, so I am gathering inspiration from the videos, from the daily videos, but then, I'm kind of just going ahead and doing my own thing, which was the aim of the game. But I'm happy that I've managed. I'm really happy that it's day 4, and I've managed to do 3 of the days with an extra. Well, it's not even really extra because we just cut it in half and sew around it. But I've sewn as well, guys. I've used my sewing machine, come on. And I'm getting really good. Well, not good, but I'm getting better at doing the round the core and round the edges. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm getting better at doing the spacing. So, what I did where I waited till I'd done them all first, waited for the glue to dry and then did the sewing all together. So yes, if there's any sewing to do on this one, I'll probably leave it for a couple of days and then I've got some more sewing to do and I'll do the sewing in batches. But this is today's, pardon me, but I will not be tackling this until tomorrow. You will be watching this video on the 5th, so that will be, let's have a look. See, I've got a massive folder here with stuff in. So day 5 will be, I need to get them out actually, just me to put them in upside down. Day 9. Day 6. Okay, so, today's, as you are watching this on the 5th, I'm filming on the 4th, but you are watching this on the 5th. So today's day and page is this one. Ooh, very grungy. Fabulous. Okay, so I'm not sure whose day it is today, but you know, all the links are below. So, oh my goodness, guys, I am so sorry. So yeah, later on today, which will be the 5th as you are watching this video, I will be doing day 4 and today's. Okay guys, so in the meantime, I am going to love you and leave you because it is now 10:23 PM and I am exhausted. Yeah, so, anywho, take care guys, stay safe, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you so much for playing along, and please check out all the links. Bye guys.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the